Yeah. Word.
Even your little gay pop filter.
Yes.
That's pretty gay.
It's necessary. I mean, we tried it without it for a while.
You've got a low baritone voice, so I can understand.
Yeah.
I suppose.
It's necessary.
I mean, the sound quality that we do is pretty bad already.
Yeah.
And it was
I
like
got some pretty good mics.
worse.
You got some USB mics going on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We've got the anti-shock.
Anyway, welcome Jeremy Cangiano to the pod.
Hello, how are you?
Cangiano?
Cangiano, yeah.
Cangiano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for almost killing me
Like
on the way here.
By giving you the correct address. I gave you the correct address.
Listen, it's Apple Maps' fault for sending me the wrong
Yeah, I
address.
blame Apple.
Yeah, I leave the door unlocked for the guests to arrive because I can't stand going down the stairs and up again.
No, I don't blame you.
I'm done with that. I'm on the 3rd floor.
Yeah.
You guys can figure it out. And
Yeah.
so, which is great until somebody gets sent to the wrong house and is trying to open the door.
I was hoping that this other house had the same description, go to the 3rd floor, and they're just filming a podcast, and I just sit down.
That would be a really lazy simulator mode. It's two other alcoholics recording their terrible podcast. But yeah, dude. Speaking of this house, I don't think I've talked about how my roommate got arrested.
I think you did, actually.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's no new updates then. We still don't know.
I don't know.
why.
Is he back? Is he back
He's
in business?
back, and he's already like, this guy is completely out of his mind.
Are you going to prorate his rent for the time he spent in the slammer?
Well, we were.
He's like, I'm looking to get 3 days off of my...
I mean, that would be hilarious. We were we were kind of hoping that he just wouldn't come back. But yeah, going to prison is apparently not in the cards for this situation. But he's just nuts. He's constantly, his favorite thing to do is accuse us of stealing his shit. Oh. And, that is a concern among roommates, but the things he accuses people of stealing are so petty. Like, he'll be like, you've been eating my mayonnaise, I know it. It's like, dude, I can afford my own mayonnaise. Yeah.
It's not the price of eggs, it's the price of mayonnaise.
Right, yeah. Eggs would be...
Yeah, he's like measuring
eggs
the
would be a
Hellman's jar, dude. That's crazy.
Eggs would be more reasonable. But yeah, one time, if I've talked about him, I've definitely talked about this, but on the off chance, I went to Michigan to visit a friend of mine a couple months ago, and he had been accusing me of stealing the mayonnaise. Mm-hmm. And when I left, he was telling one of my other
Dude, you
roommates,
never told me it was mayonnaise. That makes it so much funnier.
It's so funny. It's so funny. It's not like his caviar or whatever.
I love that the
It's
economy is as bad as it was in the 20s again, that we're convincing people that they've accusing people that they've stolen our food products. Yeah. That's such a 20s problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like stealing mayonnaise. In this economy, man, I wouldn't do it to you. But yeah, so the funniest thing was he told my other roommate, who I'm actually friends with, he was like, the other roommate was like, dude, he's not stealing your mayonnaise. He's not even in the state right now. He's in Michigan. Yeah. And this guy goes, I think that's why he left. Because he knows I'm onto him. And he skipped town.
You're on the run.
Can you imagine buying plane tickets to go to another state because...
mayonnaise.
Over mayonnaise, yeah.
Oh, shit, dude. You make too many sandwiches, dude.
Too many sandwiches.
Well, this is what I get for living with roommates. Yeah. Is like you roll the dice. Like most of my roommates are chill, and then you get one psycho, and that becomes the whole thing. That's what everybody's dealing with.
Yeah, I'll continue to live alone.
Yeah, dude, that's the move.
Or with my parents.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one, I don't know, it's not a silver lining really, but it's motivating me to live on my own. Mm-hmm. It's like the romance of the youthful bohemian vagabond lifestyle is wearing off quickly. Yeah. It's all right.
I mean, I've lived on my own. It's pretty freaking lonely. I will say that. I've done both. And there's pros and cons to both.
Yeah, I saw a tweet the other day I found really compelling, which was the older I get, the more I realize the only cure for depression is leaving your house as often as possible, no matter what, especially when you don't want to. And I feel like that especially applies when you're living alone. Yeah. It's you need company and you forget how much you need it.
Why do you think I do comedy?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like you guys. I just like hanging out with you.
Yeah, it's a community.
We just need people.
Yeah, it really speaks to how much human beings need people, that the Boston comedy community is actually an ideal situation.
Oh, for sure. I call it a community. I don't call it a scene. I hate when people are oh, it's a scene, because scene just sounds like it's a bunch of drama. When it's community, it has a good connotation to it.
Yeah, a scene sounds
Although if you could call any comedy scene a scene, it's Boston.
Oh, 100%.
God.
That Facebook group gets popping once every month. It's nice, dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's why we're on part 2.
Yeah.
I've never been to any other comedy scene where they had a part 2.
That's hilarious. I never put that together. The first one just went bad. Like,
Oh, yeah.
It went south. Dude.
Sean Rosa and I were talking about it last night at the Rockwell, and he's like, "Were you around for part 1?" I was like, "When was part 2 created?" I was like, "He was like 2017." I was like, "Oh, I started in 2016. I was in part 1." Like, is it even still active? Can you go to it?
No, probably not.
No.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know who the admins of that one were.
Probably not even doing comedy anymore.
Probably not. Yeah.
But yeah, I got pretty bad in there.
Speaking of Rockwell, Sam Rockwell's monologue on the White Lotus the other night. This is the greatest thing I've seen on television.
Does this bear anything to the story or anything?
No, not at all.
Cool.
That's one of the better parts of it. Is I actually want to show you, and it won't be hard to find.
Oh, I was totally kidding about my MLM earlier. That was just.
Were you really?
I mean, I could go into it, but I thought it was the first thing that came to my brain.
I genuinely would like to hear about that. MLMs, cults.
For sure.
I'm big on groups that exploit the weak and unintelligent.
It's one of those MLMs that I realized that my mother was a part of post now.
No shit. That's got to be a real like growing up moment. It's like mom is.
But the shit is good. Like
Oh,
that's the
okay.
problem. Like it's like like the knives they sell. Oh, he knows the timestamp and everything.
I actually don't. I was just guessing, but this. Here we go.
Also, never watched this show yet.
I haven't either. I was gonna start it too.
Yeah, truly, this is not a spoiler.
I moved here because, well, I had to leave the States, but I picked Thailand because I always had a thing.
So these guys are friends from like a criminal past that is very
And when
vague.
I got here, I was like a kid in a candy store. If you got money, no attachments, nothing to do, I started partying. Yeah. It got wild. Mm-hmm. I was picking up girls every night. Always different ones. Petite ones, chubby ones.
Walton
ones,
Goggins
sometimes
fucking
multiple
rules, dude.
ladies.
Walton Goggins is the goat.
I was out of control. I became insatiable. Yeah. And, after about 1,000 nights like that, you start to lose it. I started wondering, where am I going with this? Why do I feel this need to fuck all these women? What is desire? The form of this cute Asian girl, why does it have such a grip on me? Because she's the opposite of me. Is she going to complete me in some way? I realized I could fuck a million women, I'd still never be satisfied. Maybe what I really want is to be one of these Asians.
Dude, he's just getting started.
You know?
That face.
Not really. No, really. Really. So, one night I took home some girl, turned out to be a lady boy, which I'd done before, but this time, instead of fucking the lady boy fucked me. And it was kind of magical.
His
I got in
face.
my head what I really wanted was to be one of these Asian girls getting fucked by me and to feel that. So I put out an ad looking for a white guy my age come over and fuck me. That guy looked a lot like me. Then I put on some lingerie and perfume, made myself look like one of these girls. And I thought I looked pretty hot. And then this guy came over and railed the shit out of me. Then I got addicted to that. Some nights 3, 4 guys would come over and rail the shit out of me. Some I even had to pay. And at the same time, I'd hire an Asian girl to just sit there and watch the whole thing. I'd look in her eyes while some guy was fucking me, and I'd think, I am her, and I'm fucking me. No over Achilles' heel, man, you know. Where does it come from? Why are some of us attracted to the opposite form and some of us the same? Sex is a poetic act. It's a metaphor. Metaphor for what? Are we our forms? Am I a middle-aged white guy on the inside too? Or inside? Could I be an Asian girl?
Right. I don't know.
Guess I was trying to fuck my way to the answer. And then I realized I gotta stop the drugs, the girls, and, you know, trying to be a girl. I got into Buddhism, which is all about, you know, spirit versus form, detaching from self, getting off the never-ending carousel of lust and suffering. Being sober isn't so hard. Being celibate, though, I still miss that pussy, man.
Well, I
that
asked
rolls,
for LGBTQ representation in TV and movies, and that's what we
dude.
fucking got.
Starting off with a bang, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that is one of.
I'm gonna watch that show now.
It's the best show on TV, in my opinion. It's so fucking good. And it's like, it's really difficult to describe to people who haven't seen it, because what happens on the show is almost completely mundane. Like, it's just a bunch of rich people at a hotel. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a murder, but it's not even the central focus. It's just scenes like that.
Yeah.
Where the dialogue is so fucking good, you're just locked in.
That's some wild writing right there, dude. That's that.
That's
And
crazy.
completely unprompted, no context, Walton Goggins just goes and visits his old buddy.
Yeah.
Get hit with this shit.
Dude, his reactions to it were so good, too.
Yeah.
He's the man, dude.
Yeah. That face of him, like, slack-jawed is like half of Twitter right now.
Yeah. Fuck. Alright, well.
That's going to be hard to top, man. Just like conversationally. I don't know what we could say that could be even remotely as entertaining.
I got fucking nothing after that.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Yeah, I've yet to... I mean, obviously I've met people, like, covering the entire sexual spectrum, but, like, I don't think I'm old enough to have encountered peers that have gone through shit like that. I think that's, like, a real midlife crisis kind of experience.
Like older men figuring that shit out. And...
Yeah, older men, older women, older whatever, you know. But, like, it's just something, I guess, it takes till your 40s to figure out that you need to like, hit the end of the hedonic treadmill, you know? And just sort of break through and become a whole other thing.
My aunt, by marriage, her dad used to always go to Thailand.
Ah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah. Mr. Bob is what they call him.
You ever ask him about it?
He's passed away now, but he has, like, so much shit over that they had to, like, send a bunch of shit back for him. He had, like, a crib out there and shit. Yeah. He was probably much like this guy. I don't know about the turn, but...
Well, it's a question that one starts to think about when watching this season. So each season of The White Lotus takes place at a White Lotus hotel in a different part of the world. Mm-hmm. And so it's different, and each season has different themes. So the first season's theme was money, the second season's theme was sex, and this season's theme is spirituality, which you can see, you know, he's finding himself in Buddhism and all that.
Yeah.
And Thailand is such an interesting place. It's such a magnet for American expats, and I'm not entirely sure why. Like, I don't think...
Cost of living.
Cost of living, probably.
So you get a lot of people who are on their pensions, didn't make as much money here, and they can, you know, made $65,000 a year and only had a pension. You can go over there and live, like, pretty
nicely, yeah,
for the rest of your life.
True.
My dad's friend, like, went to Singapore and, like, same deal for, like, a bunch of years. He just moved back, but, like...
Singapore's doing really well, though, right?
Yeah, so he started getting weight, like, he got there before, like, I don't know if it was Singapore. It wasn't Thailand, but it was some place over there where, like...
It is funny.
It was that kind of scenario where, like, you know, he did well for himself, but, like, with the rise of cost of living in the U.S., like, he went over there and, like, he could really stretch his dollar.
Yeah, that was my experience in Colombia. Like,
Yeah.
Colombia, I think, once people realized, because Colombia has this stink on it from the drug wars, that, so people think it's dangerous, and so they don't vacation there. No. But the drug wars have all moved to Mexico, which I've been learning about in this El Chapo book, which is fucking sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, once people realize that Colombia isn't all that dangerous, I think prices will start to go up. But when I was there, I mean, it's like, you pay fucking $10, $15 a night for a room at a hotel on the beach, 30 cents for a beer. It's just,
Insanity.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Colombia fucking rules, dude.
I want to go to Colombia.
Colombia does rule.
I have two co-workers who are Colombian, and they tell me it's incredible.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's really beautiful. One of the more biodiverse countries in the world. Medellin and Bogota in the center of the country they feel like San Francisco because they're up in the mountains, so you don't get that blistering heat. Medellin is built into this like bowl of mountains. It's kind of incredible because they needed it as a base for like wars against the Spanish. So they built this city like with like a wall of mountains around it, and the city just built up the mountains. So like when you're arriving at the airport, you take this cab down and you're just looking at this like it's like you're in a big stadium of houses.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's an amazing. It's difficult to describe, but it's fucking beautiful. So what's up with you guys?
Same old, dude.
Yeah.
Jace won his basketball championship. That was nice.
Hell yeah.
Got the dub. He's usually on shitty teams, so this was a good change.
Nice.
Yeah. Baseball and shit. His teams always suck, so it's bad. No, it's true, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Watching your kid's team get fucking blown out like 20-0 at baseball is like.
And you still gotta be the supportive parent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You did really good.
It's like being pro-Palestine. They're just running up the score. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah, knock it off.
Gotta put a cap on this at some point.
Knock it off. Let me out there.
That is so funny. Oh my god.
But
yeah, they're trying to deport this guy, Mahmoud Khalil, which it seems super illegal. Like I don't know if he did anything wrong. I don't know. I get this feeling when I was looking at like what he's accused of doing, like leading these protests where he like broke into buildings, chanting like "Death to Israel" and shit. And it's like, I feel for him. His rights are being taken away, but in the country that still makes people take their shoes off at the airport, if your name is Mahmoud Khalil, maybe it's not the best idea to be breaking into buildings shouting "Death to Israel."
Yeah,
it's
true.
like,
and people shouldn't also storm the Capitol. And...
Oh, totally. But I'm just saying, it's like, yeah. I mean, but we've known forever that racist white dudes, get away with everything in the country.
100%.
And if your name is Mahmoud Khalil, it's just not the case.
You're gonna get randomly selected.
And again, I'm not defending that. That is racist and wrong.
No, you can look at something through the lens of like it's not right, but it is the reality.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of how I felt about like it a little bit like when people talked about Colombia being a dangerous Peace Corps country. The only times I felt in danger were when I was asking for it. When I was going into sketchy neighborhoods where I like definitely shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, if I got mugged or killed there,
that's on me.
Is that justified? But it's kind of on me.
Yeah.
Well, better luck next time.
Yeah. Wow.
Is there still hippos running around out there?
Yeah, dude. Major hippo problem.
Yeah.
So, do you know about this?
No.
So, hippos are not indigenous to Colombia. But Pablo Escobar, like, these guys, the same thing happened with El Chapo. They reach a certain amount of money where they just run out of things to do with it. They bought 100 cars. They've got houses in every country in the world, 40 jets and shit. And so he started buying animals from all over the world to build a zoo. Escobar did. And so he bought all these animals that weren't indigenous to Colombia, including hippos. But Colombia has a lot of swampy territory, which is really good for hippos. And so the hippos acclimatized really well. And then like started becoming overpopulated and like fucking with the farms in the surrounding area and like creating a genuine problem for the local Colombians who'd had no experience of dealing with hippos because they'd never fucking seen one before. It's just a funny way for Escobar's legacy to continue to haunt the Colombian people.
Yeah.
Is in the form of hippos.
I love how rich people do the things that I would do in GTA.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because let's mod it for hippos, you know?
Yeah, it's a total mod. It's an absolute mod. Have you seen any like deranged parent behavior at these little league games? These are my favorite stories.
Oh, yeah.
Kicking and screaming guys, you know?
Or they yell at the refs or the umpires.
A couple times, but nothing like too crazy. One of the basketball coaches and my coach, I think, my son's coach, didn't get along very well. So they would be like yelling at each other while the game was going on.
Yes.
Like about like stuff like about fouls and stuff. They'd be like, "Hey, fucking,"
Yeah.
which was funny to watch. But no, I've never had like any dads try to fight umps or anything yet. Maybe I'll be that guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I need to step up actually and get some stories for these other parents.
Yeah. Yeah, I need you, Randy Marshing, out there.
Yeah. one of my friends spazzed on a ref one time in town team basketball. That was fun. Called him Bill Cosby.
Oh!
Yeah, it is. That would be an easy go-to. It's like, why you want to hang out with kids so bad, dude?
Why you a children's ref, dude?
Yeah.
You couldn't make it to the big leagues.
Yeah. Why are you judging kids?
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. This El Chapo book, dude. It's been so sick. Like. The stories. I mean, he built. My favorite parts so far are these stories where like, because guys like this are so inhuman in how like cruel and psychopathic they are, their human moments become like these rare moments become so funny.
Yeah.
So like, he was a big like gadget and like technology guy. Just like just a bro, you know. And
A little
like,
autism.
yeah, a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, autism is probably disproportionately represented among those guys because you have to be emotionally disconnected to be willing to slaughter all these people, just so you can get a 40th car. But he had the reason El Chapo himself had such a competitive advantage for so many years is he was friends with this engineer who managed to build him a tunnel that went under the U.S. border.
Okay.
So he could go straight through. So whereas all his competitors were sneaking like relatively small amounts of cocaine through the border in like cars and shit, he was just transferring it straight up. And so he could get it there like 4 times as fast.
Yeah.
And like the description of him getting this tunnel built and like bragging to his friends about it literally sounds like giving a kid a drone or something. It's the funniest thing. He's like, "Look at my fucking tunnel, man. This shit rules."
Isn't it sick? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how he got out of prison with tunnels too, didn't he?
So I haven't gotten to that part.
Okay.
He served multiple prison sentences. The first one was in Mexico for 8 years. He was in prison for 8 years, which is way longer than I expected. And his time in that prison is very funny because, of course, he bought out everybody in there. He slept with all the female inmates, which is hilarious. He had the chef cooking him, steak and lobster and shit. And there's this whole like legend about his escape where he like escaped in like a laundry basket or something, and his friend helped him out, and it's very sort of James Bond. Yeah. And then they're like, but Mexican authorities maintain that is just that's just a story to hide the fact that he probably just paid the guards and walked right out.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
There's no.
You don't do all that stuff and then decide, I'm going to break out. Like you're like, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's partially also so crazy about it is it's like if you could have done that the whole time, what were you doing in prison for 8 years? It's like, it's almost like he was enjoying having a break.
Yeah.
From not being on the run.
Yeah, it
all
was
the
like
time.
on vacation kind of.
It was his
Kinda,
vacation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the author emphasizes. Like, this is the first and only time in his life that he wasn't constantly moving from place to place out of fear of getting caught or killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it must have been kind of a vacation.
That's sick to like make up a story of like how you got out too.
Yeah.
Like, those he's like, let me just pick the most classic one that I've seen in like movies of how spies get into places.
Yeah.
The old laundry basket, dude.
No, the old laundry basket.
Tried and true, dude.
Yeah. They also, the other instance that I thought was amazing is that there's this story about like one of his pot farms getting busted up, which I think they covered on the show, called Rancho Buffalo. And so this is when the DEA was just getting started. The DEA busts up this pot plantation. They destroy 10,000 tons of pot by the time they're done with it. 10,000 tons. At the time, estimates were that Americans were consuming 14,000 tons of pot in a calendar year. So they were like, we have been drastically underestimating how high Americans are getting all the time.
Yeah.
Because there's no way this is one of many plantations.
Right.
You know? I thought that was pretty funny. 10,000 tons, dude.
That's crazy.
Just devastating the local economy by shutting something like that down. Because it's all just poor Mexican workers. You know?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there's Mexican hippies out there?
Mexican hippies? For
Yeah.
sure, dude. Have you ever
Like with a hacky sack?
Have you ever heard of Cheech and Chong?
Oh, yeah, true.
No, I never heard of them.
Yeah, those guys are Mexican as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny now, like, pot being legalized, I only see these guys in, like, advertisements.
I know, right?
Hawking
Yeah.
their weed online.
Yeah.
I still like to get my weed from a dealer. I like to, like...
Yeah.
I don't like it to be...
You like the nostalgia of it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like... It's like, you know, it's like when Louis C.K. talks about, like, you know, like, yeah, now that it's legal to be gay, it's not as fun anymore for them, you know?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
He has a great bit about that. He's like, I'm breaking
my mother's heart.
Yeah.
Breaking my mother's
It's the same thing. It's like, I want to do it I want to get caught, you know? It's the little oomph on the edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just buy cocaine instead. Get the same rush.
That's what the scene's... If you want to talk about comedy scene, the C is for cocaine and
Yeah.
plastic comedy.
True.
Yeah, I am, you know...
I won't name names, but we all know.
Yeah, pot being legalized has definitely made it a lot less cool. Like, it used to be kind of, not really, but kind of a litmus test. Like,
Yeah.
if you're a person who's willing to do this clandestine, illegal thing in order to, you know, get high.
Now you just smoke in front of a cop.
Now you're
Even
just-
though that's
yeah.
illegal, but they don't give a fuck. They don't want to do the paperwork for it.
Yeah.
A lot of times people will smoke pot outside, like, the comedy studio or the Point or wherever it is. Like, no one cares.
Oh, yeah. Someone's always ripping joints wherever we are. There's always at least one guy outside smoking.
That was a funny thing about Colombia, too, that, like, cops would... Everybody involved in the government down there is hilariously corrupt. And cops would bust people all the time for smoking pot. And because they knew they could get a payoff out of it.
Right.
Like, they could get 50 mil pesos or whatever to leave the person alone. So it's like, in a weird backwards way, they're actually more incentivized to enforce the law than in America.
Interesting.
Because a cop doesn't get anything out of it. Whereas those guys see somebody smoking
Right.
pot and they're like, oh, hell yeah.
Like the amount of people who were, like, illegally underage drinking at the parade on Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, we were, like, filling up Coke bottles with vodka on Sunday. And it's like, I did this in front of... I made direct eye contact with a cop while we did this. And it's like, they don't care.
Yeah.
As long as you're not being belligerent. Especially here in Boston. Like, except for those stupid, like, Gen Z... Not... That's after millennial, right?
Yeah, Gen Z.
I sound like a fucking boomer when I say that. What generation is after me? You see these Borgs?
Parade.
See what?
You see these? They're called Borgs.
What's a Borg?
No.
It's an acronym, so it's like blackout something. I gotta look up the acronym, but it's like they live in like 2-gallon milk jugs, and they had all
So that's what they call the thing that they're drinking?
it's called a Borg.
Oh, what the
What?
fuck?
Some of them
That's
were funny. Like one of them I saw was Christak Borzingis, which is like the best one I saw.
That's good.
So they fill a milk jug. Is it like a
Yeah, blackout rage gallon
blackout rage?
is what it's called. But it's like
Borg.
filled with like flavored drinks. But the key is it has electrolytes in it.
Ah.
So like they're
So
doing
they're staying
it.
hydrated?
They're staying hydrated. They're not doing Pedialyte like us.
That's-
What we
yeah.
did like do the next day. Like, but it's like massive amounts of these were getting confiscated at the parade or on the way to the parade. There was a photo of like 20 of them at
Oh, is
Park
that
Street.
the one that I saw with all the
Yeah,
jugs?
that's a Borg.
Oh my
Those
god,
are
I
all
saw
Borgs.
this.
Yeah.
I saw
Yes,
this.
those are the Borgs.
Okay.
But I'm like, you guys are so fucking stupid walking around with a 2-gallon, like whatever it is, like 2-liter
Yeah.
thing. And it's like, I'm over here and I've got the nips in my pocket. I've got the Coca-Cola that I bought at CVS, and I drink a little bit.
Yeah.
I pour it out. I do it under my shirt, and like, no one's the why, but like, you put a fucking target on your back doing it.
Yeah.
And then you think you're going to get away with that.
You need to learn to hide your alcoholism like an adult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is funny. It is
That
so
is sick,
characteristic of Gen Z to be hydrated throughout.
Exactly, yeah.
It's their whole fucking
Like,
thing.
get a fucking hangover like the rest of us, you fucking pussies.
Yeah. Although Kenny's gonna call me gay for this, but I had this,
I'll be the judge of that.
this is, I mean, you will probably call me.
Oh, by the way, bring back calling things gay that are not gay. As a bisexual man, like,
brother, it's been back.
Oh, yeah.
oh no,
making
the
a strong push for that, dude.
The Celtics posted Pride Night today on Instagram and Facebook, and I just hit the comment. Oh, it's great. It's great. Where's White Night? Where's Christian? I'm like, I love reading these comments. It gives me joy that people get so upset by a fucking.
I think at a Boston Celtics game, every night is white Christian night.
Yeah.
Aside from the designated nights for everything else.
It's also funny, like, there's far more, like anti-gay comments on Facebook that, like, you'll still get them on Instagram, but it's probably 50-50.
Facebook is just a cesspool of toxicity in that way. Like Instagram, occasionally you'll get negativity like that, but for the most part, Instagram seems pretty wholesome.
I saw both the same posts on Instagram and Facebook this afternoon, and it was like going through the comments. It was 50-50 Instagram, like 80% like hate on Facebook. But I live for every single one.
It's all old people. All older guys.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the like boomers and all them are on Instagram. On Facebook. They're not really on Instagram.
Teaching the boomers
They're
how
not
to
getting
use
mad.
social media was a terrible mistake.
Terrible.
Yeah.
What are you gonna call what's gay? Kenny does. You were gonna ask him something.
Oh, just that
I want to hear this. Like, I didn't forget about it. This is a good call.
There's this brand of wine called Fitvine that doesn't have sugar, and it's also gluten free apparently. And I had a couple bottles of it this weekend. It's pretty fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking gay.
Pretty fucking gay.
Pretty
I
fucking
knew
gay.
it was coming. I deserve it. It's fine. But yeah, if I serve it to you just in a glass and didn't show
Did you have
the
a butt
bottle,
plug in when you drank it?
He's actually putting it in. It's actually the aerator from the bottle
Yeah.
that he puts in afterwards.
butt plug was in the dishwasher that.
It's just an aerator coming out of his ass. It's just aerating his shits. There's no sugar in this wine, but there's a lot of shit.
But yeah, it was genuinely good, and I was confused by the captioning of gluten free. I was like, when has gluten ever been in wine? Who's making wine with bread? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like grapes and sugar.
Yeah, it's just fermented grapes, as far as I can tell.
Something I learned. I learned this about wine because I'm a big wine connoisseur. Is brands of wines in Europe will make two different labels. One that they'll send to the U.S. and one that they'll keep in Europe because they can get away with a lot more shit, and they actually will put more sugar in the wine that they send to the U.S. So you can have two bottles that look exactly the same. One's made for Europe, one's made for the U.S.
And they'll have a little bit more sugary. And
Yeah,
shit.
the additives and all
Sounds
the
like a smart business decision. if
all
I'm
the
being
bullshit
honest.
that they can put into the U.S. one that
Yeah.
they'll put in there.
That is
And
our
they can make it
palate.
cheaper. Yeah.
That is our palate. I drive Uber for work, and I remember like a year ago now at this point, I was driving these three Irish girls, and they had just spent the
Like
summer
proper Irish from Ireland.
like proper Irish,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
And they had just spent the summer in the U.S. doing some exchange program or whatever, and I was asking them like, "What do you miss most about Ireland?" And they were like, "The food," and I was like, "I've been to Ireland. The food fucking sucks. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Americans put sugar in fucking everything. We
Everything.
got here, we gained 15 pounds in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there's sugar in like the bread.
My
Yeah.
favorite thing. So I travel to work. I travel for work to Europe like 4 or 5 times a year. And my favorite thing is when my poops change when I'm over there. Like, it's a noticeable difference when I start eating over there. Is my I'm so excited for my European poops. Like, it's much more natural. It's much more sticky. Like, this is a gross description, but I get so excited for my
Just
European
come
poops.
out smooth. You don't even have to wipe.
No,
Just
you
zero
don't.
wipe
You don't.
inside
And
there.
they have bidets over there, and you don't even need them.
Yeah. Bidets fucking rule, dude.
Dude.
That is one of the more backward aspects of our society. That bidets aren't.
Pun intended.
everywhere.
Like, backward ass.
Yeah, yes, indeed. You ever used a bidet, Kenny?
Yes, once.
Oh.
Do you feel gay doing it?
No, not really. No,
I don't like using other people's bidets.
They're probably nice.
Yeah,
That freaks me. Like I go, like I've stayed at friends' houses or like cousins' houses, and they're like, "Oh, there's a bidet," and then I'm like, "I'm good."
Yeah,
Like,
I don't trust your water. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where your bidet's been.
Yeah.
But no, I think the big toilet paper needs to be shut down, dude. Get them out of here.
Yeah.
Should
I
be
know they got
standard.
away with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Remember that was a thing?
Yeah, dude, my dad toilet paper hoarded.
Did he?
Yeah, and then like months and months later, we were talking about how crazy the pandemic was. And I was like, could you believe people were toilet paper hoarding? And he was like,
All you could get was one ply. I'm a 2-ply guy.
yes. Yeah.
I need the cotton ultra soft
Yeah.
quilted.
We
Yeah,
skimp on
needed.
toilet paper in this household, and it's tragic.
I don't know.
You just end up using more.
If I was
You know
here,
what I mean?
if I would listen, I would have my own toilet paper. I would accuse people in this house of stealing my toilet paper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rightfully so, because everyone probably
Butt
would.
wipes though,
Yeah.
gotta have the butt wipes.
Butt wipes are huge. Flushable butt wipes from Costco.
Yeah.
My shit. Yeah, the flushable butt
Which
wipes
are not
is-
every plumber I've ever spoken to is like
Yeah,
they
no,
are
none
not.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have septic, good luck. Like
Yeah. It's like how I was talking to I had an allergist appointment recently, and I was telling about my mom's dog, and I was like, I don't understand why I'm reacting to it. He's hypoallergenic. He was like, there's no such thing as a hypoallergenic dog. It's more bullshit from Big Dog.
Big Dog, a fine establishment in North Reading, Massachusetts. The Big Dog.
Is it really?
It's a sport. Okay, long story short, is it used to be called the Big Dog, but then they also had another location where they were under serving drinking people. So like,
Wait, serving
Big Dog's
like,
a restaurant, right?
Big Dog is a restaurant.
Yeah. I think I've been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
you
not
mean
called the Big Dog.
Underage serving.
They were serving people who were underage,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
had they lost that they lost the license to that place, so they had to change the name. So it's like Sports Spirits and whatever now, but it isn't. Forever in time will be the Big Dog.
Yeah.
And it's the best. It's the best dive bar you'll ever go to, in my opinion.
Big Dog.
Yeah, I love that Tiger Woods meme. That's so great.
What a
Oh,
Big
Happy
Dog
Gilmore
supposed-
2 trailer is out. I just saw it today.
Oh, I haven't seen the trailer yet.
Fucking good.
Pumped for this. Isn't this one like straight to Netflix?
Yeah.
Think so, yeah.
I don't hate that.
No.
I don't hate that.
I that's like Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Mm.
We don't need that. Freakier
Right.
Friday is coming out, which is the Freaky Friday sequel.
With Jamie Lee and Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That
baby,
trailer just
that'll be
came out.
good.
Damn. Lindsay Lohan's had a glow up lately, dude. She
Mhm.
looks
She's got a
great.
comeback.
Yeah.
Oh, she got off the drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's killing it.
Yeah, dude. Comedy movies appear to be back. I'm really excited for this Tim Robinson movie, Friendship.
Oh, I heard,
Paul Rudd.
I heard it's unreal.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
the
I heard
trailer
it's
yet.
really good. Yeah, he just plays a guy who is like, I think he like moves into an area and he's sort of like
Oh,
invited.
I have seen this trailer.
Yeah.
I have to like watch it with intent, but I know it. I
Yeah.
know it. Yes.
It's very funny.
That's an A24 movie, right?
Yes.
A24 is killing it.
A24's been killing it.
Yeah.
They used to be like, oh, it's A24. Now it's like, oh, it's A24.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see that tag on a movie, you're just like, oh, it's probably
Yeah.
decent, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys?
They don't make any bad movies, at least.
I've been meaning to see Mickey 17. Have either of you
I
guys seen
I
it?
saw that on
that?
Thursday.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Me and
It's-
Frober
yeah.
went and saw it.
Tell us about it.
It's fucking awesome, dude. Robert Pattinson's the man, obviously. He rules. The plot of the movie's really good. The story's awesome. But one little tidbit that I learned was that Robert Pattinson based his character, because he keeps getting hurt and shit and dying,
Mhm.
like throughout the whole movie. So he based his character off Steve-O. Like he studied Steve-O to play this character. And like you could tell by how he talks and shit. He's got like the gravelly Steve-O
Yeah.
voice like throughout the whole movie.
Right.
It's awesome.
Whoa. That's very funny.
And Mark Ruffalo fucking rules in this movie, dude. He's so fucking
Love
funny.
Mark Ruffalo.
Cool.
What a great supporting character.
Dude, seeing Steve-O like join the podcast verse and get him like hearing his stories from
Oh yeah, he's just
When
in
he
the back
was
of his van, right?
He
I
does
don't
like
know.
stand up too, I guess.
yeah.
No, I think he does it in the back of it. Steve-O does his podcast in the back of his he has like one of those vans you can live out of and shit.
That's right.
And he like parks it like I'm 90% sure if I'm thinking of this. Yeah, it's in the back of his van.
That sounds on brand.
Yeah.
I stopped watching the interviews after he started talking about like going on tour not as Jackass, but just as Steve-O.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just do these theater tours where he would just beat the shit out of himself for to just staple his balls like 9 times every night.
On
I was
stage,
like, that is a
shit like that?
torturous existence.
I thought he was doing like stand up with like, and then he would show like clips of the shit. I think that's what he was doing.
I think eventually maybe.
Yeah.
But I think he was reflecting on like before he like sobered up and became a podcast guy.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what I mean? When he was full Jackass
Yep.
era.
Yep.
Damn,
I want
dude.
a theater tour.
I know.
I'll staple my balls.
Yeah, if you're willing to staple your balls, that's
I
the
mean,
price.
that's what it took. I'm over here doing open mics.
Yeah, well, going to an open mic for years and years on end is pretty much stapling your balls.
It's a slow.
It
it's a
is
slow
funny
staple.
to like work on your craft for years and years, finally sell out a theater, get there and talk to the management, be like, "Who was here last night?" And they'd be like, "Well, man, Steve-O stapled his balls like 9 times. Good luck competing with that, bro."
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude. None of my jokes are that funny.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. Did you see that guy? World of T-shirts was at the parade. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
That Josh Block guy. He's like just an incredible alcoholic on TikTok. Like that's his whole thing. He's like autism. It's so bad.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
I feel so
Yeah.
bad. Like this guy is completely taken advantage of.
Yeah.
But he was at the parade and I saw like 20 videos.
Is he
of him.
from around here?
No,
Or did he
he's-
just come here?
He just came here for the parade.
Okay. Because I've seen his videos on probably Instagram or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just this really autistic dude who just gets shit faced, dude. It's awesome. It
Yeah,
honestly
he got
rules.
famous on
It
TikTok.
honestly rules, dude.
He got famous on TikTok for like putting his like photography on pictures. That's why he's called World of T-shirts. And then he turned 21 and became an absolute degenerate. And like,
Good for him.
and it's I think it's kind of sad because I think he makes a lot of money making those videos, and I genuinely think there are people out there who are like taking money from him and probably taking advantage of him as an autistic person.
Like Hawk Tua. Does he have a coin yet?
Not yet, no.
No, but it's like a train wreck. I want no part of it, but if I see a video, I can't look away. I sit there and I watch it. Like
Yeah.
I'm probably worse than the people who are enabling him because I'm sitting there watching the video.
You are enabling.
Yeah, you're putting money in his
Yeah.
pocket.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, TikTok has become a magnet for that kind of entertainment.
It's not fun
That's
anymore.
Described exactly that way, where it's like, I know there's no value in this, but I can't stop watching.
No, TikTok is, as somebody who got a following on TikTok during the pandemic, it's completely different now. The algorithm is different. It's all ads, all people trying to sell everything on the TikTok shop. It's like the way you get paid is your video has to be a minute or longer, and then
And hold a viewing for so much time.
so
too,
much
right?
time, and
Yeah.
then you get what's called RPM or revenue per mile, which can generally is anywhere between $1 to $5 per
Revenue
view.
per mile. That's so interesting. How do they calculate a mile?
It's a horrible name for it, but it's like, so for example, like I make about $1.32 per view, per 1,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
So like if 1,000 people watch my videos, I make $1.30. And then if I extrapolate that to if I get 100,000 views on a video, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
100,000 times 132.
Yeah, so the Addison Rays of the world must be making real money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, then you
But
get
Instagram pays better than TikTok.
Instagram
no?
can pay better.
Yeah.
It's also sponsorships. Like I've done sponsored videos. Like I've done videos where like Game Time or TickPics or like StubHub, they'll give me $1,000 and they're like, go make a video, and it's like, all right, I basically pay $500 to go to a Celtics or Bruins game, get 2 tickets for me and my dad, and then I pocket the other $500.
That fucking rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Not bad, dude. Not bad. I feel like if you were...
Oh, so like Fenty must be making mad money, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He quit his full time job.
I heard that
He's
recently.
He's doing
just
comedy
doing
and that.
comedy now.
That's very funny to quit a full-time job because your career of making workplace TikToks is going so well.
Let's
You know what I mean?
what's his face? Who's now Anthony? Who's now getting into comedy? Who did The Point last week?
Oh, yes.
I've been chatting with him. He's like, yeah. He's like, whenever you want to chat or do open mics, let me know. He's like, because I just make all my money on social media. Like he doesn't have a full time job.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, dude.
Well, he's got almost 1.8 million across both platforms.
That's crazy.
He's got like 800,000.
I didn't even know that he had that many followers.
Yeah, he's already doing shows and selling out tickets because he's first off he's funny and he's got the following. Like he's a great guy too.
Yeah.
I feel like if you
he was at Moxie last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him all.
Yeah,
the
he's
info.
a cool guy.
He was like, "Where should I go?" I'm like, "Go to Moxie tonight." I was like,
Yeah.
"I can't go," and I sent him all the details.
Yeah, Moxie rules. That room's mad fun.
That room is becoming
I'm
my
glad
favorite
it's-
mic on Mondays.
Yeah. It's
Sorry,
gotta be the go-to
Irish
on
Village.
Mondays. Well, you
I
just
forgot
can't. You
Irish
just
Village
can't
was even
compete with
happening.
that location. It's
No.
just so sick.
Yeah.
It's like too good first for open mic comedy.
No, now they're doing their first showcase there. They just
Hell yeah.
announced it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if you hit it during COVID, I feel like that's the best time to.
It was the
hit
best time to hit it. I don't think
Yeah.
I would ever made the amount of followers.
What kind of content were you doing?
I was doing like tech content, like literally teaching people how to fix their phones, but like being funny about it.
Okay.
Because like every other person who was doing that type of content was like, and you go to settings and this is
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
know. I was like, oh, let me make it funny. Like I would teach people like, this is how to hide your nudie photos on your iPhone. It's like I would do content
go.
like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people like ate that shit. Like I got 2 million views on that video alone. But it was like it was the content people want. It was
Yeah.
helpful. But it was like, oh, I'm a comic. Like at that time, you only had a minute. Like now you can do like 3 minutes, 10 minutes. And at the time, you had to get all your content in 1 minute. So it was like a really good writing exercise. Like
True.
Yeah, trim the
for
fat.
2 3
Definitely.
because
Yeah.
I did comedy for 4 years before the pandemic. I was like, well, I'm not doing Zoom shows. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not big enough to be able to like I'm not at the level where I get to be Dave Chappelle and go do shows in the middle of a field.
Yeah.
and
Open up your own comedy club.
Yeah.
Right, all right. So I was like, oh, there's this new app, TikTok. Let me download it and see what it's all about. And just like, it took off like crazy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I think like the first, like I downloaded it the week like Tom Brady got like traded to the Bucks, and I did like one and
That
it's
was
all
right at the beginning of COVID.
right at the beginning of COVID.
I remember because we were locked down and then that happened. And
That was like the
that was
first-
like New England 9/11, dude. It was
Yeah. And like I did like I think the first video I did like at the time it was like all the trending audios like the time it's the audio from Coming to America where he's like on the balcony and he's like good morning my friends and they all go like fuck you too and it was like I think I did a video like I bought a Tom Brady Buccaneers jersey and like stood out on my porch and it was like me saying hi to all my and it's like everyone saying fuck you
you.
back.
Nice.
It was the first and it got like 50,000 views. I was like oh shit there's something here like
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's such a great conceit for Elaine. Like, gadget tips and tricks for non-autistic people.
right and just be funny about it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, inject some personality.
I did one video. I still get comment. I did some video where like I smirked in the video. I made like a weird face. And maybe been 3 years ago. And to this day, I still get people will comment on that video. I'm sure if I went and looked at TikTok now and someone would be like, people will comment like, "What the fuck is wrong with your face?" And I'll comment back and I'll be like, "This video is 3 years old. How is this still fucking like and over 500,000 views?" It's my favorite. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
That's very funny. Because
And
you have a
it's-
very conventional look. You're not...
And it's so
weird-looking
old.
guy.
The video is so old that like the thumbnail, like when I look at comments, like it can't even, like I bet you, I'm gonna scroll. You guys keep talking, but I don't think I'm gonna have to scroll that far to find a comment on this video.
Yeah, I tried to do like homemade sketches on TikTok. Got like never made any money.
5
from
days
them or
ago,
anything.
what's with the face, bro? 5 days ago, like I'm not even joking. It's like, what did I do? And it's like it's so old. It can't like TikTok can't even load the thumbnail that's related to that. Like, what up, Mike? And then I get a check every month from this fucking video. Like,
That's so funny to know that you're literally making money off a weird face that you made one time, like, by accident. Like,
Right.
You didn't know. You weren't like, oh, this face is going to kill
I
the
get
talk
heckled
tonight.
to the like literally I get heckled 3 years later. Like if someone heckles you in comedy, like it happens at one night and like that's it. Like it's 3 fucking years later.
Imagining the equivalent of that in an open mic would be very funny. Like, I didn't like that face you just made. That was weird.
Yeah.
And then like 3 years later, so your face sucked. Like in that one show at the Point 3 years ago.
The guy just keeps coming back, dude.
Yeah.
Some people will like set. I've had one guy who was like, I set a reminder to comment on this video. Like I have a yearly conversation.
The internet's fucked up like that, man.
Oh, the funniest people are in the comments. It's so funny. Like
I scroll comment sections all the time, dude. It's so
I spend
fun.
more time in the comment sections than I do in some of the videos.
Did you ever get your feelings like actually hurt?
No, I'm like, I don't care because I look at my bank account. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Yeah,
I'm like,
fair
okay.
enough. Yeah.
I'm like, please keep pushing the content. Because
Yeah.
the more people comment on it, the more... It's like, if y'all stopped commenting on this video, it would die on TikTok. Like,
Right,
the fact
yeah.
like, I love that it keeps hitting people's For You pages 3 years later.
Yeah. Well, that's the correct mentality to have. But
Yeah.
from what I gather from people that have gotten a lot of views and gotten a lot of comments, it's like 99% of the comments, they react that way. And then every so often somebody gets in there with just like like the exact
One that'll actually
combination of words
Yeah.
that is upsetting. I don't have that problem.
Oh, yes, I have been.
Yeah. No, I thought I had I thought someone commented on that because I had like 3 sketches type
yeah.
videos that
You gotta
did
keep
decent, but like I feel like we should have kept going. It was just me and my friends, but then started doing stand up and shit, and then like
I'm just trying to post my reels and like my videos on there now of like my comedy.
yeah,
I'd really like an accurately done study on the kind of person who comments on YouTube and TikTok and all that. Like, because obviously the stereotype is it's some dude in his mom's basement who's just venting his anger at life. But
Yeah.
I would imagine if we actually knew, the demographics would surprise us.
My
Oh, for
favorite
sure.
comments are when it's like a sports thing, and it's like, okay, there's a Yankee player, and he's helping a kid with cancer, and go into the comments and you will not have to scroll far and be like, Red Sox fan here. Like they always have to, announce that they're a fan of the other team.
Their identity.
It's like, Red Sox fan here. I love this. It's like, it's my favorite comment.
Just so you know, fuck you.
It's fuck you, but this is amazing.
no, there's some. There was some lady on Instagram that turned off her comments because she was getting
pussies.
and then someone made a page and it was called Comments for whatever her name is.
I mean, that's
like the top comment on it was always like, "Welcome, gentlemen," or something like that. Or like,
dude, I mean, you could literally teach that in class as an example of the Streisand effect. Like, that is literally... You've heard of the Streisand effect?
no.
So Barbara Streisand was getting negative press for some reason years and years ago, and she put out like an op-ed or something, or like an advertisement asking people like, please leave me the fuck alone, and it like quadrupled her notoriety instantly.
Yep.
So it's that thing of like, the moment you tell people no, you're gonna make it all the worse for yourself.
It's gonna be worse.
Yeah, the Streisand effect. That's pretty.
I'm like, bring on the comments. I love the negative comments because it pushes the like. I will make a point. Like if you make a negative comment, I reply back.
Yeah.
Because then it's one more. Like I'll egg them on. Like I'll reply because then like you reply back and I'm like, all right, now we've got 23 comments on this one video.
Yeah.
And TikTok sees that as great engagement. They're gonna push my video more.
It'd be a sick move to like make a bunch of fake accounts and comment on your own, just blast your own shit.
I think they
you know?
see that stuff, but like
They figure it out.
if it's like.
Here it is. Here's the page. Comments for Neve.
And they just repost their videos.
Yeah, and then.
Oh, this girl who does the dad jokes.
Yeah, she does like
Yes.
really corny jokes, but then have you ever gone to the comment sections of these?
Oh,
videos?
they're hilarious. Yeah.
So
Tom
that's what it
Segura's
is.
talked about
It's like
for-
comments for her.
Jeremy, it's this girl who. It's
Greetings,
very
gentlemen.
funny.
I'll take your jacket. That's what someone said.
It's very funny because she does these dad jokes that are the whole point is that they're milk toast and just
Yeah.
like nothing jokes, you know, and then the comments are like, please,
I bet it's pink.
Please fart down my throat.
Exactly. Like, shit like that.
It's so
Look at this one. Hilarious. Now slice me open with a rusty knife and pour vinegar in my wounds. Good stuff. Now travel back to 1995 and delete my Pokemon Red game just before I battled the Elite Four. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
It's like masochism, just pure masochism.
So fucked, but so funny.
This is interesting because it's evolved. When I was seeing these comments, it was entirely sexual stuff directed.
Oh,
at
now it's guys are
like
getting. Oh, listen to this
fully
one.
off the rails.
Listen to this one. Haha, good one. Trap me in a loveless marriage, robbing me of what could have been otherwise the best years of my life.
Here's a thought. The generation that is like commenting on these videos is the generation that we all played COD, right? Like
Yeah.
we're all the generation who like would like
Yeah.
call your mother like the F word like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's a good point because I feel like that dynamic doesn't really exist on online games anymore. It's just like, all those people have been relegated to the comments.
Oh, dude, if
If
you open the new COD, get into a lobby, dude, you're gonna hear.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna hear the same words. But it's those people get.
I love half-assing COD these days, and it's like I played this so many times, and I can just like go for it.
Yeah, I have every last camo in all of the CODs.
How many times have you prestiged?
Yeah.
You're like Elon Musk secretly paying somebody to play Call of Duty for you.
I wish, dude. The grind is so annoying.
It's crazy.
They've made it easier
You have
in the last...
time for this. Like, and do you spend time with your kid?
Yeah.
Like,
Playing COD.
Yeah, playing COD. I suppose.
He's actually commenting on all these videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all those comments he
I
read.
got
It's
Jason
just
home right now, dude, commenting on people's videos.
all the ones he just read are of his.
He's very funny.
It's got a great. He's gonna sell a theater. He's gonna do. He won't have to staple his balls.
Yeah.
That is genuinely, of all the crazy stories about Elon Musk, that might be the most insane.
Yeah.
So he was ranked like number 3 in the
Two.
world, number 2 in the
Diablo.
world at Diablo
No way.
for like months.
I believe that he was, but no way it was him.
Exactly. It came out, it was revealed, that he'd been paying somebody to play the game for him. Because he got caught because he tried to actually play on like a live stream and he wasn't good.
Well, because
so
people did like
were
the numbers of like the number one player, like how much he would play.
Yeah.
Like how
And it
much
was, like-
hours would you have to?
Exactly. In the games like that, you have to like keep playing to like keep your rank, dude. Like
Yeah.
you can't just
be
get there and
be a
then be like,
multi-
all right, cool.
Like how Halo used to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like the dude was playing, the other dude was playing for like 12 hours a day or something like
Probably
that.
like live streaming, making
keep
money
it-
off
Yeah,
it.
exactly. And then it's like, oh, the number 2 player is Elon Musk. He's sitting at the Tesla, like just fucking playing Diablo, dude. There's no way.
No way.
Crazy. I can't.
Also, did you see the Trump commercial? The Tesla commercial?
Oh, everything is computer.
No, my
everything
favorite
is
isn't
wow.
the new
Wow.
thing is he wants
Wow.
to change the District of Columbia to the District of America. Or is that
he's
AI?
going-
Are you serious?
I don't know. You might want to fact check me on this,
fucking
but,
sick.
but he's like
Just change everything
Speaking
to
of
America.
Columbia, he was-
Washington DA, dude.
Yeah, he was like he doesn't understand the difference between the goddess of Columbia and the country of Columbia. Like that's the latest thing I heard from him. And
District of
God.
America. It's so
District of
funny.
America. Fuck me.
Yeah, hit a Goog on that, dude. I'd like to see if something comes up.
I don't know if it's fake or not, but that's the latest where I'm just like, ah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I would.
that could be liberal rage bait.
Yeah.
It just comes right up.
Trump suggests federal government take over D.C.
The Guardian says it. Yahoo. Fake audio. I think it was real, but then there was fake audio.
Take over D.C. if local leaders can't do the job. I would imagine when he was riffing on this idea, that's when it came out.
Yeah.
Or somebody else threw it in there.
Oh, did you see the thing about French? The French.
Yeah, they
the
want to take the
French
Statue
thing?
of Liberty back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what the lady said.
The
Oh,
clapback
dude,
was fucking
that was fire,
sick.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that I genuinely fuck the
What was
fucking
it she
French,
said?
dude.
She was like,
She was like, "You guys, the French wouldn't be free at all if it wasn't for
Oh, they
us.
would all be
You
speaking
you'd
German."
Be speaking German,
Yeah.
so mind
That
your
was
tongue,
fire. Yeah.
frogs."
yeah, you cowards.
I mean, come with a better diss than that. I'm like, you want to come take a statue that's been in the middle of a fucking harbor for how many years?
Yeah, like 200 probably.
It is very
1800s,
funny
they
that
gave it to
as
us.
far as like international relations, this is the most leverage the French can come up with. Like, they
Yeah,
can't threaten us with anything. We don't care about.
You will not get your baguettes and the wine.
Yeah, we're like putting tariffs on their wine and champagne, so they're like, "Fuck, we got nothing else."
Well, that was the other thing. Trump was like, we're only going to have American champagne. I'm like, do you understand
That's
champagne
literally-
comes from the
It's
champagne?
literally not allowed. Yeah, it's not.
It's not champagne.
They could start making it in Champaign, Illinois. That would respect
I like
the
Miller
rules.
High Life, the champagne, the beer.
That is that would be the most American thing to just put Miller High Life in champagne bottles.
it's just a rebranded 40.
Just a bigger 40. That's hilarious.
That's our Borg, dude. That's
Yeah.
our Borg. But yeah, I mean, California wines are really good.
I love a good
Yeah.
Paso Robles.
California Red will survive, dude. Fuck the fucking French.
I mean, All right.
Like
I
our
do
wine
like a
here.
Bordeaux.
I'm not a wine guy. I know nothing about.
I
what
would
you're
love
speaking
for
of.
them to try and take the statue, like steal this in like an Ocean's type move, like in the.
We're gonna have to get Nicolas Cage involved. Like, we're gonna finally get. You know what? We're gonna finally get National Treasure 3. I'm for it. Like
What that would look like. A bunch of French dudes trying to steal the Statue of Liberty. Sun comes up. We're like, hey, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
Oh, God. Well, we're at an hour, fellas.
Sweet, we've done it.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
really fun, Jeremy. Thanks
this
for
is
coming.
great.
Man.
I like an hour pod. Nice and quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, an hour's too long. I mean, I don't understand how people listen to this the whole time.
Just ramblings.
I can't listen
Ramblings
to
of
anybody
crazy people.
for an hour.
I listen to pods. It's nice.
Yeah.
On the way to work.
Yeah.
I listened to my pod today. I mean, it's an hour 20. I mean, if you can
Hell
go
yeah.
20 more minutes.
Plug it, dude.
Hell yeah, check
Fuck
it out.
it.
Who Books a Podcast with me and Liz Miller.
Who books it?
Who Books It with
Nice.
a question mark.
Who books it?
Yep.
Like who's running away really fast?
Yeah, it's like when you're trying
Like
to
who
get in.
books this comedy show type
Yeah.
of thing.
I know.
He got it. He got it. He got it. Yeah. We had Zach Morin on as our first.
Zach Morin rules. We're about to go see him.
We are.
I'm gonna go steal one of his buffalo chicken fingers, like as is tradition.
The here's a trick. The Caesar wrap at the point, but
Oh, is it good?
But get buffalo, on the grill.
Oh.
With extra blue cheese, dude, and the fries. Oh, I'm gonna put that in my mouth tonight.
That
The
does
point.
sound really
The
good.
Point's fries are like really. Their food is.
Their food's
fucking
phenomenal,
fantastic, dude.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love having to be there every week because then like if I don't eat dinner, I'm like, all right, nice. I can just grub on something good.
Yeah.
At the Point.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to plug? Shows or anything?
This
This comes out next Tuesday.
This comes out next Tuesday. What do I got after next Tuesday? Oh, I'm doing the Comedy Studio next Thursday. The Thursday after that.
Aha.
So the 28th.
One of Jack shows.
It's I don't know.
Certified Fresh at the Comedy Studio.
Whatever show is on
Thursdays. Shout out Jack Hall.
Yeah, I got that. Comedy Studio 8 p.m.
Hell yeah.
Who Books a Podcast and at Jeremy Cangiano on everything.
Hell yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing Jelly Jaw in April, so keep
I'm
an eye
also
out
on
for
that show. Premiere
yeah.
on Broadway.
Yeah, dude.
I giveth back to the people, dude. No, I hooked Matt Sebastian up with the ladies' number to
Yeah.
use that venue.
That place is so underutilized.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
No, it'll be good. Hopefully they fix that stage setup, dude. Or we do something with the...
It's a little weird. It's a
Yeah.
little deep. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
because
space.
there's like two sides to... I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm also on that show. I'm on the panel at Grand 10 for the Don't Drown this month.
Ooh.
Secretly, though, I'm dressing up as Cameron K. Morton because he can't be there. He's at his little... He's away for a little
That's
while.
going to be fun. You get to wear those sick sunglasses.
That's what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy that, a scally cap, and a Paramore t-shirt or something.
Yeah.
I think I nailed it.
Don't have to do anything shoulders down.
No, this is... We are the same person, yeah. I'm going to pretend to be a director.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
This ain't nothing without it. Don't let them keep